Okay, welcome survivors, Drummonaut here, back with another deep dive video. This time we're looking at the hidden effects of positive traits on your character, with lots of little surprises in here that just help you inform your character creation. And if you are curious about character creation, you might want to check out the previous deep dive about the secrets of negative traits, and maybe tap subscribe if you want to see the upcoming video about the hidden effects of those unique occupation traits. If you want to support this video, give it a like, and let's get going here. Just before we get going, again, this information's coming at you from the PZ wiki, so check out a few different places on there if you haven't been there before. And finally, this is all current as of build 41. So right now, time of recording this, there's no drop date for build 42, so this information should be good for some time. Here we go. We're looking at the positive traits up over here now. Some of these might be a little better than you thought, and some of them you'll see they might not actually be worth it at all. So let's see, starting with Speed Demon. This one says drives very fast. Yes, actually you have a 200% increase to gear switching speed, so you're going to be moving up through those gears twice as fast. You also have a 15% boost to your top speed for all vehicles, so you're accelerating faster and your max speed is faster. Very good, well worth the 1 point. Cat's Eyes now, better vision at night. This one gives you actually 20% better vision at night, and it affects the search mode. This increases your search radius by 0.2 units. It also lets you ignore the debuff from darkness when searching. It ignores 20% of darkness when you're searching. Very cool. Okay, we're looking at Dexterous now. Transfer quickly. Yes, actually you transfer 50% faster. 50% faster. Fast Reader, this one takes less time to read books. Actually, yes, it boosts your reading speed by 30%. Outdoorsman, there's actually a lot going on with this one, not affected by harsh weather conditions. Here's how that turns into mechanics of the game. You have only a 10% chance of catching a cold. You have 1% or 1.25% of getting chance of getting scratched or lacerated while you're walking or running through trees. So very, very small chance to be injured in the trees. You can also start a fire on campfires with the notched plank faster. This also affects search mode. So here's where the big differences, hidden differences come in. You have a 0.4 unit increase to your search radius, so almost a half unit larger. You ignore 7% of darkness's debuff when searching. You also ignore 13% of weather's debuff when searching, so you can search more effectively still in bad weather. Okay, let's take the next one here. This is Wakeful. You need less sleep. Yes, actually you need 30% less sleep. Not bad at all. Hey, Iron Gut here, less chance to have foodborne illness. Yes, actually 50% less chance to get that food illness. Also, they don't tell you this, also that food illness will last shorter. So you're gonna have fewer and shorter food illnesses with this trait. Okay, Angler, +1 fishing. That's not all, folks. You also know how to make and fix a fishing rod. So it saves you from reading a couple recipes there. Okay, Baseball Player, nothing new on this one. Brave, though, less prone to becoming panicked. Good. Actually, you have a 30% panic from all sources, except for night terrors and phobias. So those bad dreams, they're not going anywhere, but you have a 70% panic debuff from all sources. That's pretty darn good. Okay, next one here, First Aider. It does what it says it does. We're moving on. Gardener then, +1 to farming. And again, that's not all, folks. You also know the mildew and flies cure. Okay, so if you remember that recipe, the magazine recipe, this one also affects search mode as well. 0.4 unit increase on your search radius, and then also ignoring 13% of the debuff from weather when searching. So I really didn't expect those last two. There they are. Okay, Graceful, make less noise moving. Yes, a bit of a hidden feature on this one too. First, you only have a 60% sound radius from your footsteps. So your footsteps are basically making 40% smaller noise. You are also better at vaulting low fences or surviving the trips from lunging zombies. That is, not tripping from lunging zombies. So really quite good. Inconspicuous now, less likely to be spotted by zombies. Yes, you're actually 50% less likely to be spotted by a zombie. Pretty good. Light Eater, you need to eat less frequently. You have only 75% of hunger. So honestly, I was expecting this one to be a little bit better. I was hoping for 66 or even 50% hunger, but instead you have only a 25% debuff on your hunger. Still good, but is it worth 4 points? Okay, Lucky, very popular. Sometimes things just go your way. Yes, what things? Let's see. Lucky will actually increase your chance of finding rare loot by 10%. So if you're the first player into an area, that area is 10% more likely to have some good stuff in it. Then you have a minus 5% chance of failing an item repair. So you're 5% better at fixing things. Then it also affects your search mode. This will increase your search radius by 1 unit. I really was not expecting that. All right, we'll look at nutritionist now. Again, a little bit of the unexpected here. Yes, you can see nutritional values of food, but this one also increases your search radius a little bit by 0.2 units. So it's not huge, but it's something. Okay, resilient, less prone to disease, and slower rate of zombification. That's all true. You have a 75% zombification rate. So you are zombifying 25% slower. You also have only a 45% chance of catching a cold, an 80% cold strength. So colds are 20% less severe for you, and a 50% cold progression speed. So that cold is not going to last as long for you. Okay, the next couple here, we have runner and we have sprinting. We have runner and we have sower, and those just do what they say they do. Okay, the next one here, amateur mechanic. Again, it says what it does, but let's just talk about that. Normally, what it's describing for detailed knowledge of different vehicle types, normally those different vehicle types can only be accessed through magazines, right? Recipes that will teach you how to operate on commercial vehicles, for example. So this actually saves you from reading some magazines in addition to giving you +1 mechanics. Okay, let's talk about gymnast here now. It does what it says it does. Brawler, same thing, no surprises there. Cook, a little bit of hidden stuff in cook. You have cooking recipes, sure. You have +2 cooking, sure. There's also a little bit of a boost to your search radius, 0.2 units on search radius. So save yourself from reading some magazines and make yourself a little bit better at finding those cooking ingredients out there in the wild. All right, we're looking now at eagle-eyed. This one has a bit of a trick to it as well. It also affects search mode. So higher visibility arc, faster visibility fade, and a 0.5 unit increase to your search radius. Fast healer. So this one does not work quite the way I thought it would work. First things first, it does not apply to exercise fatigue. So everyone's exercise is created equally pretty much, no benefit there. But recently inflicted injuries have less severity. Okay, so it's not necessarily making you heal faster, it's just making those injuries that you take be a little less bad, less damaging to begin with. Okay, fast learner. This is probably my favorite trait in the game. Increased XP gains. Increased XP gains on everything, or so I thought. But actually, this does not affect your strength and fitness. But other than that, it does give you a 30% bonus on every skill in the game, except strength and fitness. Speaking of fitness, have a look at fit. There are no surprises here. You get more fitness and the benefits that come with that. Former scout. This one, a little bit of a secret in addition to what it says. It does affect your search mode. You get a +1 unit on your search radius, so that's quite a big benefit to searching, as well as a 13% weather ignorance. So weather debuffs your searching. Here you ignore 13% of that debuff. Looking at herbalist then, you can find some stuff. Yes, well actually, you find herbal medicines. You can also make poultices from them. You can also identify poisonous wild food. Okay, identify poisonous wild food. I'm repeating that one for you. That's the big secret on this one. Many of us know it, of course, but if you didn't, there it is. It will also give you a 0.2 unit increase on your search radius, and you ignore 7% of the bad weather debuff on your searching. Okay, we're looking at hiker now, foraging and trapping. It also affects your search mode here. So +1 to your search radius, and you ignore 7% of weather's debuff on your searching. Then we have keen hearing. You have a 200% perception radius. So larger perception radius actually means double the size. And zombies, okay, let me pause for dramatic effect. This is something that's probably going to get me using this trait more because I never used to use it. But zombies that approach from behind will be visible to you much earlier. Okay, that's huge because back attacks. Right? Back attacks have a more likely chance to kill you, more severity, more likely to be a bite. This will actually secretly tell you that those back attacks are coming. That's huge. Pause for dramatic effect, and let's move on. Okay, low thirst now. Need less water to survive? Yes, actually, this one will give you 50% thirst. So you're drinking half as much water as you once needed. Organized, K increases capacity. Yes, it increases those capacities for all of your containers and the containers you find by 30%. So you can use them better than anyone else can use them. Stout, this one just does what it says it does. What it's telling you is just what strength gives you. So no secrets there. Adrenaline is almost what it tells you. A little bit of a trick to it though. It adds a flat bonus of 0.2 or 0.25 to your base speed. So this is dependent on whether you have a strong or extreme panic. So extreme panic is actually better for increasing your walking, running, and sprint speed. Now there was a bug that made your walk speed be less affected by heavy load or exertion when you have this trait. I'm not sure if that bug is still there. If you know if that bug is still in there, leave us a comment. Love to hear about it from you. Okay, another big secret one. Handy. Take a look at this. Faster, stronger constructions. Yes. +1 carpentry, +1 maintenance. What does faster mean here? So actually, you increase your building speed of, I'm going to say only, this is kind of bad news, it is only 11% faster. That's not huge. But stronger construction, this is very interesting. You have a flat bonus of 100 HP to all of your constructions. Okay, everything you build, 100 extra XP on it. That means your fortifications are going to be built to last. If you have Carpentry 7 and somebody else has Carpentry 7, your fortifications are still better than theirs. Excellent. Okay, Hunter next. Aiming, short blade, yes, all these things are true, but there's a little bit of secret stuff on the foraging side. So you have a 0.7 unit increase to your search radius when you're searching. You also ignore 5% of darkness's debuff, and you ignore 7% of weather's debuff when you're searching. Okay, moving on to thick-skinned, less chance of scratches or bites breaking the skin. Let's see what that means. You actually multiply the chance of not being injured by 1.3. Okay, so you have a 30% increased likelihood of not being injured. This was a little bit of a surprise to me, this next part. It also alters the chance of your clothing being damaged when you're walking through trees. So it makes you better at walking through trees. You have only a 1 in 13 chance of your clothes being damaged. Because your clothes are made of your skin? I don't know how that works, but we'll take it. Okay, athletic then. Athletics the next one. This one, it basically tells the like it is faster running speed, run longer without tiring, and then +4 fitness. Now, the way I'm reading this, and I would love if anyone has tested this thoroughly yet, this says that the trait itself gives you a 40% endurance loss from walking and running. Or sorry, from running and sprinting. 40%. That means you get tired 60% slower than everyone else around you, just for taking this trait. So very interesting. I would love to know if this will stay with you if your fitness starts to go down over time. So, as you fall out of shape, do you get to keep that endurance bonus? Okay, and finally, strong. This one doesn't really have anything in the way of surprises except when you do have this trait, whether because you trained up to it or you took it on creation, you have a 40% bonus on your damage from melee weapons. So damage bonus, that's not from taking this trait, that's from getting it one way or another. So you can train up to it as well. And that wraps up our look at the hidden aspects of the positive traits in character creation. So if you learned something new today, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments if anything here is going to change your build. If you learned something, you're going to add something, drop something. And hit subscribe if you want to see the last part of this series where we look at the hidden features of some of the occupation-specific traits, those unique features that you can only get when you select a given occupation. As always, thanks for being here and hope to see you in the next video.